What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Ville Outdoors. Today is Thursday, March 21st, and I'm here supposedly at a delayed harvest trout stream. Now the reason I say supposedly is because on the state website it said the stocking that was supposed to happen here back in late February was canceled for whatever reason. I'm not sure why that was, but we are here anyway in hopes that this was at least club stocked at some point this year. I am not at the end I want to be at. The spot I had pinned to park at, the road was closed, so I had to park in some business complex and walk across the street into the woods, and now walk all the way downstream to where the trout would have been stocked at if they were actually stocked here. So this was kind of a shot in the dark, getting a late start to the day. It's about a little after 1 p.m. right now. Reason being, it was cold this morning. I really wanted to avoid the 20-degree temperatures, and I didn't think there was going to be any fish here, which is the reason why I didn't rush to get here first. Now there's obviously, it seems like there's no fish at this end. The water is crystal clear, as you can see. It's probably about 4 feet deep right here, and I can see straight through the bottom without any obstruction. I also got my polarized glasses here to help me see through the glare that is caused by the sun. The sun is high in the sky right now, but I don't see any fish, so we're gonna have to truck through some woods here and see if we can make it to the spot where they would have stocked the trout and see if there's any actually in there. So we got a little bit of a hike ahead of us, but you know, we got time, so might as well. All right guys, I think I figured out why the stocking was canceled. I don't know how well you can see it from here through the brush, but there's a giant backhoe or something, equipment like that is doing some work right on the stream's edge. We got pipes running, all that sorts of junk, so we're probably gonna have to get out of here and fish somewhere else. Now I have two different options that come to mind. I can either go somewhere close by that has wild brown trout, or supposedly has wild brown trout. The problem there is I don't have my fly fishing stuff, which is what would give me the most chance of success late in the day like this. Or I can go to another delayed harvest section that's on my way home that has been picked through pretty clean and might not have any success there at all either. So it seems like whatever route we choose, our chances of success are slim to none. Alright guys, we made it to the next spot, and this is Delayed Harvest Creek once more, and noticeably it seems like there is less fish here than the last time I was here, so hopefully no one's been poaching these fish. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the trout promised land. Now if there's a trout we are going to get to bite today, good chance is going to be in this hole, but it's going to be hard fishing in the middle of the day, I have a feeling. So we're just gonna hope we can draw one of these fish out. We're working with the gold trout magnet here, hopefully not too vibrant at this point in the day. We want to work smaller profiles because the fish aren't exactly going to be super aggressively feeding. That'll be for the later evening and very early morning. So ideally we'd be fishing like flies at this point in the day. Oh, there's the nibble. But the best we can do is the trout magnet on the spinning gear. We got some active lookers here, so maybe we'll get lucky and catch one. If I can avoid the skunk today, that would be nice. We we got a little bit of a breeze. I don't typically like fishing in the wind, but you know, we'll try and make it work. There's a fish. There's a fish. Come up here. It's a decent one. We are not getting skunked today. There is fish number one in the nets. Whew. Rainbow trout. And he spit the trout magnet right as I got him in the net. So let's get that fixed first. Not a big guy, but you know, it's a fish and we're not getting skunked today. So I will definitely take that. Alright guys, we got our little rainbow trout unhooked here. He is a feisty little guy. He's going to go back in the water. He's good to go. He's swimming back upstream towards our feet. Alright, so what I did to catch that fish is I casted downstream and just let my line sink down in the water a little bit more, since the current is going downstream right here and we're standing upstream from the fish. I casted, let the line just hang loose out of the bail and drift down a little bit more, because if you close the bail, that line's going to get tighter as that lure gets dragged down across the water there. So you want to leave the bail open for a second or two, let the line get a little more depth when you're fishing these holes like this, and then just shake some line loose there. And then once you got a little bit of line out, you close the bail and then you can start your jigging, and hopefully a fish will pick it up. That's what that little rainbow did. Well guys, there's a bunch of fish in this hole right beneath me, underneath this uprooted tree here. And I can see them all in this deep pocket right here. There's probably like close to a dozen of them. I'm sure they all have been fished through before, but you know, I thought I could at least get one of them to bite, but the hole is so small and the wind is making it difficult for me to get a drift down to them without being already past the fish by the time the trout magnet reaches the right depth. I could put a split shot on there, but with the water being this clear, split shot make the fish suspicious. I think something was chasing after the trout magnet there. Ooh, that was definitely a bite. Definitely a bite. There he is, got him. Look at that jump. Get in the net, get in the net, in the net. There we go. Whew. He sideswiped it hard and we got him right on the side of the mouth there. Not a clean hook, but you know, we'll take it. We'll get this guy handled and send him on his way. Alright guys, well there's our rainbow trout there. Just a little guy. We're going to go ahead and let him back into the stream here. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There he goes. Off to swim another day. On the gold trout magnet once more. Second fish of the day. I don't know if we're going to get any luckier than that. It is after 2 p.m. in the afternoon. We have bluebird sky conditions. There's not really any clouds in sight other than those created by aircraft, it looks like. So definitely not optimal trout fishing conditions here. But we got 2 to bite. A very pressured creek, so I'm okay with that. Made it down to the hole where people claim that there's no fish anymore, at least at this time of year, this year. I've heard that this particular part of the creek isn't stocked anymore because it causes too much traffic on the roads. I don't know how true that is. It's just what I was told by some older gentleman fishing the creek the last time I was here. I didn't see anyone here today, but supposedly this spot, this whole stretch down here, doesn't get stocked anymore because of that. So hopefully there's a club that still stocks it sometime later in the spring, but at least the first stocking wasn't too good this time around back in February, because you're leaving pretty much half of the delayed harvest unstocked, if not more. So pretty brutal out here. Now if it was a little bit warmer, probably like May or June, I could see myself getting some decent smallmouth out of here, maybe some rock bass and whatnot, but nothing really happening this time of year. So I'm gonna give another peek around the corner here, see if there's anything happening, but most likely we're gonna be stuck at 2 fish for today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it pains me to say this, but that is gonna have to do it for today. Only the 2 trout, rainbow trout, we were able to get on the board today. The first spot, we decided to head over to a delayed harvest creek that I hadn't fished yet this year because it was canceled, and it turns out they're doing some construction on that creek, which we found out during the very early parts of this video. So that didn't work out, and a branch just cracked behind me. That was kind of loud. Yeah, so that didn't work out, so we made the choice to come here to this delayed harvest creek that I fished several times this year already and had a decent day and then a pretty bad day here. So today it was all right. We at least caught 2 fish. The last time I was here I only caught 1 fish, so I'll take it for it being middle of the day after 2 o'clock now. I expected the bite to be slow if we were even able to find any fish to begin with, so pretty much what I expected. But we're just gonna head home now and enjoy the rest of our day off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It's a little bit of a short one, but you know, we all have our good days and bad days, and today was not one of my better days. But we will definitely be back in the future to get revenge on these fish, hopefully when they're stocked a little bit better. I don't think I'll be heading back here until then, but I'm just trying to find spots to fish until opening day of trout season. Don't think I'm gonna go out on opening day just because I don't like the shoulder to shoulder aspect of trout fishing in that sense, and I don't really take the fish home to eat anyway. But I want the opening day of trout season to come along so I can fish all the creeks I want to fish. Right now they're all closed because they're all stock trout streams. So yeah, that is going to do it for today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't, that's understandable. There wasn't much action today. But I will be seeing you guys on the next episode of the Ville Outdoors.